necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Emily Pearl Show live from Memphis, Tennessee, where we talk about anything we want to talk about. All right. I was busy sharing the show there and wasn't watching the clock, so I was out. I was letting everybody know that we're live now, and I'll share some more after I get in our host and co-hosts of the show. Well, I'm the host, but our co-hosts, they're hosts too. I don't know why they use the word co-host, but anyway, here they come. All right, let's see. Timothy came in, he went out and came back in, but he's here now. The heartbeat of the South in my every heartbeat. My son, Tim Harrington.
Hey, Ma. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tim. And of course, the co-hosts of the Moses all around the world, SYBIL Marie Presley. Hi, SYBIL.
Well, hi, I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to always have you. Don't you look cute tonight?
Well, thank you. I got on my Elvis vest. You can't
And not
believe
only that, you're smaller than me. Now, you shrunk overnight.
that must be an optical illusion. It's wishful thinking on my part.
It must be those greens that you've been doing, because you're a small girl. Look at isn't she, Tim?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's not.
Well,
It's not.
I don't want to get smaller.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're in living time, real time, in living color. So we are not making this up, okay? So, Tim, what have you
Yes.
been doing since the last time I saw you?
Man, I had a busy day. It's been one of those days. Everything that could go wrong almost went wrong. But I
Yeah,
made it through on the other side. So, hey. Glad to be here.
That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yes.
Several, what have you been doing since the last time I saw you?
Oh yeah, I'm just always taking it easy. Loving this time of the year. It's my favorite season. Got my cards out to my family and their little gifts and so forth. So enjoying the lights and the music. And last night I watched something on TV that took us around the whole United States with how different cities are celebrating Christmas. And there are different
Showing
menus. Christmas lights, and and different towns like New Orleans, for example, they have their own cuisine. You know, at Christmas, you know, the crawdads and the lobsters and Dealey gumbo.
Yeah.
And then took us up to Alaska, and then one place they took us, they had Santa and all the Christmas lights were in various boats. They had a boat show.
Oh, okay.
All decorated like Christmas. So that was fun. About 2 hours, and in between of showing the different cities and states and so forth, they would segue back to a stage, and various artists came out and sang Christmas songs. So it was fun. I did that last night.
All right.
So okay, so you was doing it up then. All right.
Oh yeah, that was a whole lot of fun.
Okay, so we have special guests with us tonight. One that's been with us before, and she has brought her guests with her. And I'm going to bring her into the studio now, as well as her guests. Hi, Cathy. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. So you were having a Memphis Christmas. Glad to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. Well, that's actually, we're having our big Christmas online party on next Friday night, and you'll be coming right back if you're available.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have the whole team, as well as our co-hosts from our politics show join us, as
and
well.
Hopefully Elaine will be with us.
What? SYBIL what?
I said hopefully Elaine will join us next Friday.
Well, I'm inviting her, as well as my team partners. I want them to come on because they were a part of this team within the 9 years that we are celebrating Christmas together. And but anyway, there'll be more on that. Let's get your guest in here, Cathy. Hello and welcome to the Emily Pearl Show. How are you?
Hello.
We're so happy to have you. Cathy, tell us all about this young man.
Okay, I am versatile. He is an artist, producer, creator, actor, philanthropist. He's in God's vessel, which is very important. And I am versatile. He's here with us tonight.
All right, welcome.
It's great to be here. Great to be here.
All right, so happy to have you here with us tonight. Let me get the chat room open and see. We've got Sandra. Sandra says hello, everybody, and there's George, and he says hi, SYBIL.
Hi.
He says nice to meet Emily as well. Thank you, George. And hi, Cathy, and all that are here. And
George is with us, Paris.
Okay, and I'm trying to get some of our other regulars in here. But anyhow, SYBIL.
Jen's there.
Hi, Jen. Okay, thank you, SYBIL. Go ahead and SYBIL and introduce Cathy, and then after you do that, she has introduced Versatile already. Tell us who Cathy is, and then we're going to go to a big announcement and a break.
Well, all right, Cathy C.C. Carlson is of Gem Stars Talent Management, and she is the celebrity agent of Elaine Elizabeth Presley. And we'll be right back after this commercial.
All right. I'm going to take you guys to put y'all in the green room for a minute because I have a big announcement to make, and I'm going to show this on the screen, okay? Wonderful. So listen, I got the best Christmas present that I was not expecting. And what it started out, I was going to Vimeo for, I was going to go to Vimeo to look for the link to my movie to add to our partner page, right? And as you can see, that's the partner link right there where all of our partners are. And you'll see their commercials played tonight. It's wlo.link/@Emily-Pearls. And you don't have to put the www in, and you don't have to put the HTTPS and all that stuff. You can actually just put wlo.link/@Emily-Pearls. So I go to Google and put in Vimeo because I know that my movie is on there. So I go there. I put it in Vimeo, and what comes up is IDMB. Well, I do know that our movie was listed on and ranked on IDMB, but I did not know that at the bottom they had watch on Tubi. Yay! And that's Tubi is a free streaming platform, right? That you do not have to pay to watch it. And so, you can watch our movie free. And it's Tubi, www.tubi.com. I imagine you could just put in tubi.com. But the title of the movie is M. Pearls, A.L., the movie. And that's what you want to search for. And so I don't know how long Tubi has been showing our movie, y'all. But it has been rated by the American Film Commission as PG, age 14. So it means that you might need a little parental guidance. But I can tell you this about my movie. There is no vulgarity. There is no nudity. There's definitely no cursing. So it is a family movie. And so now you guys get to watch it free, okay? Yes. And so I got to get an applause to all of us who worked on that movie. It was produced in 2017. Those of you who know who was in the movie that don't know yet that it is showing on Tubi, could y'all please tell them? So green room, everybody in the audience and me, give everybody a hand for M. Pearls, AAL, the movie. All right. So listen, don't go away right now. We're going to start with, what do you give somebody that has everything for a gift? Well, a simple thing to give them would be something to eat, right? Everybody loves to eat. So our latest partner, we had 3 that come on this week. And we're partnering with Tubi now, right? Okay. So anyhow, check out this special. It's 50% off site-wide, well-known company. Here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be probably checking that out myself. Bringing everybody back into the studio now. Bringing in our co-host first, and now our guests. All right. Everybody's back, right?
I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
so. I think so.
Yeah, I see everybody. Okay, so you want to get us started?
Well, I certainly will. And Cathy, I met Elaine through you on a social media group, and I'm so happy that I met both of you. And Emily and Tim and I, along with Jimmy Bones, he's an artist. Well, we celebrated her birthday, Elaine's birthday, December the 10th, in Memphis this past weekend at Marlowe's Ribs and Restaurant on Elvis Presley Boulevard, about a mile down from Grayson. We had a wonderful time exchanging gifts and having a beautiful dinner. So I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you as well. And she really spoke highly of you, Elaine did. And she's excited that you're going to be on our show tonight, or that you are on our show, the Emily Pearl Show. She is watching, and she wanted us to know that because of you, Cathy, she is successful in her career and projects today. You brought her to a new level, and she'll never forget it in her career. And you helped her so much in her journey home, and you helped her through, rough times when storm clouds was there. You was the ray of sunshine that brought her through, and we just want everyone to know how special you are in her life and in her heart. Elaine loves you, and she's so thankful for the help that you got to give her to bring her where she is today successfully. We want to thank you for reaching out to her when she needed someone the most, someone like you. Thank you, Cathy CC, for all that you are and all that you do for, I'm sure, a lot of people, and especially Elaine Elizabeth Presley. Thank you for being on the Emily Pearl Show.
Oh my goodness. I have to say this.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I am blown away. I'm not used to this. Yes.
Oh, yeah, because you are a ray of sunshine. And why don't you just tell quickly how you became the celebrity agent, then talk about your Gem Star management.
Well, it started when I moved from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, believe it or not, after a divorce to West LA. And my brother Craig, who was in the film business, who actually worked on Emily in Paris, the second part, he said, why don't you come and just stay with me for a while? And then my other brother in California said the same thing. And then I started working temp jobs, and I started working for producers and all kinds of fun things. And I wasn't really into it before then. I was just a small town girl, And so, but then I worked into songwriting, and then I worked into event showcasing with the Nashville Songwriters Association International, the Songwriter, all kinds of Guild of America. And that's how I got involved. It was because of writing. Writing is really at my heart. It's at my heart, my family's heart. My brother, he has a New York best-selling book, Pancakes in Paris. And my mom was an author as well, and an English major. So it just gravitated towards that. My dad was a singer. He sounded like he sounded like Perry Como, actually, even though he wasn't Italian or whatever, but that's what he sounded like. And my parents were amateur dancers. We grew up in Connecticut, and they were local celebrities. And because I'm identical twin, I was also a local celebrity. So we grew up in a small town, but it was really cool, like just in that small town vibe. So when I got to LA with my brother already being in the film business and everything, I just kind of just took tips by him, Craig Carlson, and just created. That's all I did was create. And then people asked me, do you want to be an event coordinator? You're really good at marketing. And I took marketing and business school. in accounting. So I said, yeah. So everything just flowed. Basically, that's all it was. It flowed. And that's when the beauty of it is, and creativity is when it flows. So,
That is marvelous.
Wow,
I want to
that's
say,
awesome.
yeah, a quick hello to Mary.
yeah, it's God's gift, you know.
Yeah, hello, Mary.
Use it.
Outstanding.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, so how did you get into doing talent, being a talent agent?
Well, I worked
Is
for
that
a
the
non
same way that you got in there?
kind of, yeah, because I was working in marketing and I was working for a children's nonprofit. I got to go to, Washington, D.C. and do a lot of
Hmm.
cool things. I even flew above Air Force One in a helicopter, and I worked with Darren the Lion, mascot, and all kinds of fun stuff with children. So my love is really with children. I have a natural ability for teaching. I was a computer teacher. Even after, like I was in Hollywood, I
You
moved to,
sound like
yeah, I became a teacher. So yeah,
you
that,
sound like a teacher. Uh-huh. Yeah.
so it's good. So,
Right.
Tim say, "Yep, you sound like a teacher."
uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, get those grades out.
I know, right?
Yep, teacher's
You
pet.
sound very talented. Very
Okay.
talented lady.
Thank you. Okay, so where do you want to
So
go
tell us
next?
about the guests that you brought. Tell us about the guests that you brought with you tonight.
Okay. Well, I've known I Am Versatile for a couple years now. We got connected, and I was so impressed with everything he does with his music, with his show about overlooked justice, and all the things having to do with prison, and like the inadequacies having to do with in that regard, and just
Mhm.
social just reform and just being an activist, kind of like an activist for God, really. So, but I Am Versatile can talk more about that if you like.
I tell you, Kathy, I was very impressed with everything that you've done since we've met. I mean, you are totally a people's person, and that's why people gravitate to you so much. So I understand the accolades that you receive, not only from us here, but from everybody that meets you. And you've kept my attention because of that love. And
Thank
so that's an extension of what our show is about. You know, God gave me this to do, but more importantly, it's more than just the injustice. It's really, overlooked justice is your voice uncensored, because a lot of things are censored now. Even our prayers are censored. For me to reach out and say something kind to somebody is censored. So it's more than that. I'm excited about where it's going. Hopefully, the podcast we talked about is going to be starting hopefully at the beginning of the year. New music coming out to inspire people. Um, and with the song that I released what was it, last summer? I'm a rider. And it talks about the greatness of our people, but it also encourages the world, because without love, none of this stuff means anything. I always ask people all the time, what is the key? What is the key to the purpose of life? And it's not money, and it's people connecting like you connect with people. Giving your time is giving your love. When someone gives you their time, it's the most valuable thing there is on the planet, because that's something you can't get back.
True.
You've
Mhm.
given part of your life to somebody that stays with them immensely for now until the end of time. So, I continue to uplift you with that, because that's a motivation that I think that people should learn from. The world is so quick to, when you think about how fast life is now, and unfortunately, when people die, it's so quick that you have no time to even grieve. So,
Mhm.
we're going to be doing a lot, not just with Overlook Justice, but America's Original Music, where, I always tell people, always be original. You know, the people
Mhm.
that I've worked with, um, just like what you guys are doing here. These are the things. These are the seeds that will succeed us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
These are the
Mhm.
seeds that will succeed us because they will encourage the next generation, and you know what I mean. And that's what we need
Right.
to do. I want to do with the film where people can actually express themselves without following a, how would I say, follow what evil has decided that what's popular in the world, when our
Mhm.
feelings are more important that we share with each other, you know? And I think
Mhm.
that's where the world's going to have to come out of this script that we've been scripted. You know, you know what I mean?
Oh
I
yeah.
believe
Mhm.
that's because people want real. They're tired of the made up, always hostility, always sex, always. Our children don't really have anything to go by, and so that's what I want to do with music, film, the philanthropy work, the stuff that we're doing in Africa and Sierra Leone, where we're building a school for children, and so many other things. And that's the extension of all of us, not just someone doing music. Because I tell people all the time, I'll be dead a lot longer than I've ever been alive. And it's what you do while you're here and what you plant. So
I
that's
know
what I believe.
that's
So
true.
again, Cathy, congratulations on connecting.
All right.
All right. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. Uh, thank you so much.
Yeah, Sandra.
Jen says, while it is taking some time, censorship will get so much less in our future. In the meantime, being creative in your presentation is where your talents shine and many times sends a better message. Go ahead, Jen. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's wonderful words of wisdom.
that
And
that
Tim, you got a
sound
question
like
for
that came off a Hallmark card, Jen. You need to be writing
Yeah,
Hallmark.
you're good.
Oh, honey,
Jen,
gee, that was beautiful.
you need to be writing Hallmark cards, young
Gee,
lady.
that
Seriously,
is
she does.
gorgeous.
Seriously. Okay, so versatile. What type of music do you do?
Well, I R&B, hip hop, pop, rock. You can always go into my site, iamversatile.com.
Next.
I'm about to release a lot of music. My jazz project with Reggie C. Back in 2007, I was about to drop 7 albums at one time, which has never been done in the history of music because of the recession. I decided not to drop that music, but all that music's completed and it's not dated. You can go to the site and you can hear a song from each project, and a lot of people are waiting for it. I've received a lot of people talking about the songs that I released back then, and I'm glad I didn't release them because now singles are much more profitable than albums.
Yeah.
They're much more profitable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And the route that I'm taking, I don't want to stay on Spotify and all these other social vehicles because they take so much from the artist. And so now my music and the projects that I've done are on OpenSea, and it
Right.
gives the audience an opportunity to really get involved with the artist. Most artists are doing much more than music right now, and that's what I want to engage in. A lot more live concerts in all genres because I love music. I'm a music connoisseur. I even have an artist. I think you saw the artist I have, an opera singer, Cathy. You remember that gentleman?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to put him in one of my songs, and Holy Holy, and a couple other songs. And he's got a heck of a range. He hits notes like Mariah Carey. So
Wow.
he's very talented. It's all about bringing the bridge together to
Mm-hmm.
unify people. And
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what I am. I'm a storyteller, and the project that I have now is the stories of life, whether or not it's hip hop, jazz, rock, pop. It's always going to give you a message, always.
Cathy, can you type in his website in the comment column? Are you able to type in there?
Oh, his website? Okay. I will.
Mhm.
Versatile, I
Okay.
have a quick question
Sure.
for you. I would like to touch
Yes, yes.
on the show that you were speaking on. Is that sort of like the Innocent Project, or what is the foundation of that?
You know, the innocent. Thank you for asking, but the Innocent Project is very. I love what they're doing. Um, Overlooked Justice, like I said before, it's your voice uncensored. There's so many stories, not just the injustice, but injustice of a lot of people. The rule of law has changed so much that we can watch our leaders today, and we see them breaking the law.
Yes.
Um, but they have no accountability. We see Wells Fargo stealing billions of dollars, and they pay
Yeah.
a fine. It does nothing for the people. And
Right.
so these stories, the seven episodes that I've written are all true stories enacted. If you think about Law and Order, it's in that capacity, but it's so much of a different twist. One
Okay.
of the shows that I'm one of the episodes that I've written was a true story um, about a blind gentleman that was the biggest arms dealer in the U.S., but he was also mentored by Ronald Reagan. So he
Wow.
trusted me enough after seeing my writings to show me this story and the paperwork associated with it. And when I wrote it, I sat him down and I read what I wrote, and he says, yes, everything that you've done. So the stories are will be enacted. And I believe there's going to be a lot of new actors, very talented. I plan to use actors that are also that have been incarcerated, because a lot of times with these actors, they don't have to practice. All they have to do is relive it.
Right.
That's it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I want to touch on a lot of good stories too, because good stories motivate people, and that's what
Oh
we
yeah.
want to do. So it's not just about the injustices; it's about the victories as well.
Right. Okay. Appreciate that info.
Yeah.
Good question. Great, Tim.
Okay, so we'll take a little break right now and come back and pick up right where we left off. Okay, so y'all take this time to share the show, taking everybody out of the green, out of the city of but me. And we're going to just watch messages from several of our sponsors right now because they have to get their time in too. Okay, Jenny, let me get your message off so the videos can show in full. All right, for you guys out there, if you thought that we didn't have anything for you, you better think again. We got something for you. Just watch this.
Welcome to the Shack 12 Week Shred. My name is Rock Shabazz, and I'm here to take you through the same program that I made for this guy right here.
This program is without a doubt a huge reason why I was able to get fit and stay fit. If you put in the work and stay consistent, you just might be able to keep up. It's time for you to get to work.
What am I gonna get? Ooh, cherries. Oh, okay. How about cherry ice cream? With sprinkles? And maybe a baguette. And a French boy. Bonjour. Ooh la la, baby. You know what I need? Bath bombs. Bombs away! Gotta have Takis. Oh, I need balls. Okay, I'm gonna need some glue. Oh, and a new charger. I can never find those things. And I gotta get flowers for mommy. And a little something for me. Can I get a robe?
All right, so Sybil and I are back. Let me get everybody else in. I don't know when the commercial stopped playing. It looks like that there's a delay in between the studio and Chris. Sybil, was that you? Are you falling down? What are you doing, Sybil?
I'm just
Okay, let's pick up when we left. Let's see, do we have any questions in the chat room right now? Jenny had a comment, something about somebody named McDonald.
McDonald.
Okay, do you know that person? Y'all know that person? I don't. Is
Not
that a
me.
singer?
I believe
Well, Jenny,
it
you have
is.
to type in and tell us who he is.
Yeah, I know who she's speaking about. Yeah, he is a singer. I believe he's a rapper, but he has knocked down a lot of walls for his expressing himself and whatnot. So, yeah, I believe I do know what she's talking about.
Okay. All right then. I don't know that singer well. I don't listen to rap too often.
Yeah.
But I do like some types of rap. I just don't like the cursing. I don't listen to those types. You know, but
Yeah.
gospel rap is really cool. I love gospel rap.
Well, what he did was he's a Caucasian rapper, but what he did different, he didn't sign with big labels. He pretty much kind of went independent. So he's able to express himself, different than people that are signed up on the big labels. And he's been excelling ever since. I know I've heard of him at least for 5 years. And he's done some groundbreaking things.
Okay, Jenny said that's the only rapper that she listens to.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay. Cathy, did you type in that website?
Well, I can say it is I-am.
Hold on. Okay, so if I'm okay, I'm going to have to type it in if you can.
That's okay. I'll give it to you.
Is it a www, right?
Right.
Okay, and then
I am A-M, and then versatile, which is VERSATILE.net. .net.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can give you guys another easy way to remember, because anything that I'm doing in the world, my writings and everything, if you just put I Am Versatile Official in Google, everything will start popping up. It's much easier that way.
Yeah, it is.
It'll lead you to it'll lead you to the writings that I do on Newsbreak.
Okay.
The work that I'm doing, the people that I'm, just everything that God has me doing, the music. And it's much easier. So I think that'll bring it all up. The music, you'll definitely. I know you were talking about you don't listen to rap. I'm an artist, and
I typed that wrong.
I never used to write rap until God says, you know what? Now you got to reach out to that genre. I used to write for other people,
right?
But and Cathy knows, when you hear me, you won't believe it's me till you see it's me, right, Cathy?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So God has given me many voices, and I believe those are the talents that he's given me, the extension to reach out to people that no one would ever reach out to them in that capacity. I have a song that's coming out called Feds 30 to Life. And in that song, you'll understand the system, and you'll understand the equations and the formulas of the system.
Okay.
A song that's coming out called God. And when you hear the vocal melodies in it, including the gentleman that I was telling you, both of us are singing opera notes. So It's a way that when you get the people's attention, you give them a message, because just like Emily said, the message, you have to understand the message. And we are tired of seeing the demonic messages. We want to encourage people for life and to give life,
Okay.
And not to take anything away from anybody else, they're artistic, but I believe we need something else.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you fell in love with music?
So are you from?
Oh, I do. I was in school messing around.
Okay.
And I was on the piano just messing around. I didn't think nobody was there, and I started singing, and I think my teacher started crying because she couldn't believe I was a hardhead in school, you know, and
Right.
and I just loved music. Music was a way for me to get away from what I was going through. I left home when I was 13 years old. I was in the street at 13,
Okay.
and God saved me through all this time.
Right.
So now you're hearing the stories of life. You know, we all know people that's in other relationships that are married, and they have other relationships, and they don't want to leave because they don't want to part with the things of this world. God says you give them a song for that. And so I'm telling the stories of life, because no matter if you stay for the materialistic things in this world, material things are symbolic bling. They don't mean anything.
Right.
They're just the mere gesture of love, but it could never take the place of. So those are the type of songs you're going to hear.
Okay. Okay.
So are you from Spokane, Washington? Is that you?
No, that's one of our officers. That's one of our. Yeah, I'm from DC. I'm from DC.
I'm looking at Facebook official.
Yeah, that's
okay.
me.
So that's
yeah.
That is you.
That's one of many pictures that I have. Yeah, that's me. You're always right. There's a reason for that black and white picture. That's the picture that I use around the world because there was a reason for that picture. When I was interviewed, and there was a reason. If you look at that photo, you could tell it wasn't taken with me noticing that it was taken. It's the story behind it.
Yeah,
and,
true. Okay, yeah. All right. Let me close this page. Yeah, you got 133,000 followers. Wow.
Yeah, on that page. Yeah, on that page behind, but on the groups, I think it's with all the groups combined, it's like 500 million or something like that.
Okay.
This is the reason why we don't. This is the reason why we don't need to follow an engine that was made to take from us, which was Spotify, and that's why a lot of people have left them and started doing their own. And you know, there's people that have gotten on OpenSea where, you know, Spotify paid them $300, but when they went on their own, the OpenSea, they made 60 grand. So we have to be able to educate people. We can do so much more with social media, and we don't need to be controlled by an engine and work as hard. We have to work smart. And so I tell anybody in any business, you know, God has blessed me enough to not just be in this business, but we've also branched into a partnership with hemp and CBD. I was telling Cathy about it. It's going to do a lot for a lot of people. These are healing, you know, where people are taking the HHC and things of that nature. So because of that reach, we're able to diversify and to get in other commodities to provide jobs in different cities around the world.
Is there any artists that you identify with or like more than others?
Well, I never had a favorite. I've always liked a lot of different artists. I still like a lot today. I like people that have messages.
Right.
You know, like Rihanna has a new song called "Lift Me Up," very inspirational. Those are the type of things that I like. And you know, not to take away from the other stuff, but the other stuff doesn't add to life. Sometimes it causes death.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and I exhort everybody out there to just try something different. You know, we have so many of our young artists dying today. I mean, it's just crazy. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And it's biblical, but even if it wasn't biblical, it's not common sense.
Not at all.
So, yeah. So that's all I would say. And these are things that I talk to a lot of the guys privately. You know, I remember when Cisco came up in New York when I was there with Funkmaster Flex and them, and you know, things have changed in the industry, and that's why he met with me up there. There's a lot of things that, you know, are changing, and we have to be able to adapt, but we also have to add something to our young people because it's really bad for them. If they can't go to school, they got to worry about being shot, and the politicians want to talk about not educating you. I mean, we have to start educating ourselves, and that's for the betterment of everybody.
Right.
Do y'all hear that beep beep, or is that just on my end?
I don't hear any beep beep.
Oh, good, because my screen is.
I want to ask you something. in a
My
minute.
screen is frozen. Yeah, y'all just keep on talking. Because
I'm hearing the
I'm on the
noise.
studio end working trying to get this unfrozen, but I'm not going to close the show. Just keep talking, y'all, and y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah.
And Tim, is there anything that you'd like to ask Cathy?
I think Miss Cathy kind of covered it. What type of advice would you have somebody that's trying to do what you're doing in the talent side of it?
Well, just keep on it. Like what Versatile does, keep track of like the apps, instead of Spotify, use the OpenSea,
Okay.
things like that. I mean, just change it up. Don't get stuck on the old things. The old things aren't going to work in the modern world, and that's what I love about Versatile. He's just up on everything, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So,
Good deal. Good deal.
Well,
yeah, just keep it moving.
Cathy, are you accepting new artists in Gemstar's talent management? And if so, how can people contact you?
Yeah, I'm always open to people contacting me, of course. Right now we're looking to expand concert venues and locations and do something on a massive scale. So that's what we have. We have big plans, Versatile and I. So
Okay.
That sounds
Okay.
wonderful. How would people get in touch with you for their talent?
they can just contact me through either, Gemstars Records is the best place probably because it's the easiest website. Just gemstarrecords.com. That's the best.
And that's GEMSTARS.
Right. Gemstar, singular records.
Oh, yeah, singular.
But if
Gemstar. Okay.
they can check out at Gemstars Talent Management, but there's hyphens in between every word, so it's just a little more complicated. But it's
Okay.
Gemstars talent management .com.
Yes, it's very unique. Well, Versatile, how did you come up with such a unique name? It's very catchy.
Well, I think there's probably a million people calling themselves Versatile, and I think that was a name that God gave me because of the love for music that I have. Is so much, is versatility with it. I love all kinds of music, and my love for it turned into the art for it. And not only, I think all of us are versatile, all of you guys. If you're doing more than one thing in the world, you have versatility. And so that's when that name was brought to me, and I chose that name, I was thinking about for the people as well. When you have mothers that are mothers and jobs and this, I feel they're all versatile, And so that was my way of identifying myself, but also to acknowledge those people that do it every single day. It doesn't have to have anything to do with music, but in this world, you have to be able to have multiple talents in order to survive. Most people are working 2 jobs, and some of them are homeless. These are the stories that I'll be telling. I have a script that I wrote called Somebody's Child. When we drive down the highway, sometimes we see homeless people. Some people call them bums, but at one time that was someone's child that they held in their arms.
Absolutely.
So these are the stories, reflections of life that God has revealed to me that I will reveal. Yeah.
The word stories is just about the heart and core of your life and personalities. And I think the stories of life, it's a great name for a TV series. What do you think?
I think you're right. You stumbled on something that's already there. There's going to be a whole lot of things if God gives me the time and puts me with the right people in order, because a vision is from a visionary. But my life, how you can see something that has already happened in your mind and it becomes material because now you start to do something that you thought of 15 years ago, that most people see it and they're fascinated by it, but you've already seen it. And so that's how my music is. That's how the films in my, that I've put together are, and just my observation of people in life. God has given me the ability to be able to explain it in a way where people can slow down from their heavy pace in life and understand the value that most people don't even care about. I think I told you this, Cathy. I was coming from a friend's helping